guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Meffan, for those of you that don't know me. I'm your yoga teacher, and this right here, this is Simba. So we're gonna see how this goes today. We're hoping that Simba's just gonna kind of chill out and do his own thing. I might open that door so he can go in and out of there if he wants to. There you go, mate, you can go in and out. Okay, so we're going to be doing yoga for arm strengthening today. So all about these guns. Please just try to roll with it. Simba will be probably bouncing around the screen, but it's just you and I for the yoga today. He won't be featuring in every single video going forwards, I promise you. It's just that he's a rescue dog, so he's getting used to the space, and shutting him in one room is just not very good for him right now. So bear with me. So we're going to come down to the mat and we're going to work through some cat and some cow. So as you inhale, lift the chest, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, find lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to do a little exercise for the forearms. This is a really great one for any kind of arm balance training or inversion training. So we lift up through the palm of the hand, keeping the fingers down, and we lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So can you feel that in the forearms? Hopefully you can. Give the other hands a little bit of a shake, and then we'll go back into it again. I'm not going to shake my hands because it will just get him a little bit excited and think that we're going to play. So when you've shaken them out, just come back to that position again, that all fours position. If you need to take a little bit of the weight off from the wrist, you can just sit the bottom back a little bit. Those of you kind of like ready to work that little bit harder, we're going to be stacked the whole way on top. Okay, so ready for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the core engaged. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome. Just shake the wrists out again. You can really feel that down there. If you want to, you could just have a little massage out. What a nice thing to do is just to get your other arm and kind of like put the left arm down, and then you can massage into the forearm with the right hand. So just like this, it feels quite nice. And then you can do it on the other side. It's quite a nice way of massaging there. Good, okay. So I'm gonna come up to a downward facing dog now. So tuck under the toes. Bottom goes high up to the sky. Maybe just have a little pedal out through the feet here. Figure out how the body's feeling today. Really spread through the fingers. Push out away with the shoulders and the arms. If you hyperextend through the arms, you could take a little micro bend in the elbows. And then we're just going to walk the hands all the way back to the feet. And then slowly peel your way all the way up to standing. And we're going to roll back down. Start to walk the hands out. This time we're coming all the way over to a plank position. So pushing out through the upper spine. So that thoracic area, you're pushing up to the ceiling. And then we're going to walk all the way back. If you need to bend your knees to get the hands back, that's absolutely fine. And then you're going to roll up. You're going to do that one more time, coming down. Walk those hands out. So this is great for the core as well. Push up through the shoulders, up to the ceiling. Find that nice straight long line. And then start to walk the hands all the way back, rolling all the way up to the sky. And you're going to reach the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. Take the hands behind the back, interlace through the hands, lift through the chest, shine the heart forwards. Exhale, release. Coming down, start to walk the hands forwards again. This time we're coming to a downward facing dog. I'm going to come, if downward facing dog is quite intense already for you, then just stay here. Those of you looking for a little bit of a challenge, we're going to come to find this turbo dog. So we bend the elbows, drawing those elbows, bending and together. Really spread through the fingers. So this just makes your downward facing dog even more intense. You want to still try and think about all the other things that are going on in the body. Spreading through the fingers, softening of the ribs, straightening through the spine. And then start to straighten the arms again. And then we'll start to walk those feet towards the hands. Lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold down. You can bend the knees. Just take the feet about hip width apart. Take hold of opposite elbows and just sway here gently. Breathing here. On an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, place the hands. Step all the way back to a high plank. And then we're going to lower down to the knees. So here's where we really start to work on our chaturanga. So this is a really nice way that I modify my practice at the beginning of my sun salutations, and a great way to work on strength. So keeping those elbows tightly tucked into the body, we're lowering down and then pushing back up. So if you can't get the whole way to the floor, or about an inch off the floor, that's absolutely fine. You just come down to where feels comfortable and then push back up. Lowering down, 3 more, and up. Last 2, coming up. Keep those elbows in, and push. Slowly lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale for a baby cobra. You could try and take the hands off the mat here. And then exhale, place the hands down, tuck under the toes, push the bottom all the way back to the sky, downward facing dog. Settling into the breath, Ujjayi breathing. You're going to see if you can take your right hand off the mat, but you don't want to lose any structure in this left hand and this left shoulder. You don't want to be like, oh God, and then kind of find that you're bending it. If taking the arm off, like I said before, is too much, then just stick with the downward facing dog. And then place right hand down, take left arm all the way up. And release left hand. You're going to come down to the knees. So you're going to step the knees away a little bit. So you're sort of in a child's pose, but your hands are going to be ever so slightly closer than they might normally be in a child's pose. Or actually slightly further away, I should have said. So bottom isn't the whole way down. You're going to work the body all the way through, coming to this kind of like just off the ground, like as if you were in that chaturanga position, and then push back. So the lower you can stay to the mat, the better it's going to be. You're going to find that you can kind of stay about like this far away from the mat. If you're coming really high off the mat, that's fine, but you're just kind of working at a slightly different level. So if you find that you're here and then you're coming over the top and then you're here, then that's awesome because you're still working hard. The next stage would be just to take it a little bit lower. So let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Maybe taking hands off of the mat. Exhale, place the hands down, tuck under the toes, push all the way back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Settling into the breath. And then start to walk the feet towards the hands. Lift the chest, create space. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to interlace the hands behind the back and just let the arms fall over the top of the head. You can bend the knees here if that feels good. You just want to release the tension through the head and the neck. Release the arms. On an inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Awesome, well done. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find lift, find length. Exhale, place the hands, either step or jump back to a high plank, holding here in a high plank. So this is core, this is shoulders, this is arms. And we're going to exhale, wave our way back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forwards, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming down to the forearms now, either one at a time, or you can come down both together. In our dolphin position, start to walk the feet in as far as they can go. So this is awesome strengthening for arms and shoulders. It's a bit of a killer. Stay with the breath. Maybe if you want to, coming up onto the toes. Seeing what it feels like to kind of stack those hips over the shoulders. A few more breaths. And release. Either coming down to a child's pose, taking a little breather, or pushing through the arms, coming back to your downward facing dog. And just taking 5 tricep push-ups here. So 5 dolphin to dog push-ups. So lowering down for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Oh, I was about to do 6 then. And coming down to the knees. Oh, breathing here. Inhale, take the right arm all the way up. Let that right arm go down behind the back. Place that hand on top of that right elbow and just see if you can add a bit of gentle pressure, stretching through that right side tricep. And then switching sides. Left arm is down, right hand goes on top. And release. Awesome. Really, really good. Okay, so sitting here, you can either face whichever way you want, wherever you've got space for your arms to go out long. We're going to do one of my favorite, but actually most hated drills for arm strengthening. So the arms are going out long. We're going to circle the arms backwards, little circles. Lots of you will have done this with me before, and you'll be like, no, why are you doing this to us, Kat? So little circles going back, and then getting slightly bigger. Simba's just lying down on the floor in front of me, it's so cute. And then circles getting even bigger. And then your biggest circles going backwards, and then start to make them smaller again. Bringing them in as small as they will go. Keep the arms at kind of shoulder height, and then we go round to the front. And then start to make them bigger going forwards. Even bigger. I know this hurts. I'm doing it as well. I feel this pain. And then your biggest circles. And then start to make them smaller again. And then baby circles going forwards. Oh, release. Oh my word. Give yourself some little chicken wings. This feels quite good. Give yourself a little shake out, a little shimmy. Awesome. Straight back into it. Unless you need a child's pose, if you desperately need a child's pose, you can take it. If not, we're coming straight back to a plank. From our plank, we're going to move over onto the right foot. So we're right side Vashisthasana. Now, if you need to be down on the forearm, that's absolutely fine. If maybe you need to put a foot down to help you with your with the balance, that's absolutely fine. Those of you that you have full Vashisthasana, you're going to stay here. Hold, see if you can gaze towards that top hand. It's one of those postures sort of looks simple, but really isn't. Use the breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Smile. Slowly lower down, switch over to the other side, left side. Reach the right arm up. Find your modification or your variation. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Lifting those hips high. And release all the way down. Wave the body back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, coming forwards, high plank. Exhale down to the knees. And we'll take those 5 chaturanga push-ups again. So, coming down for 1. And 2. 3. 4. Last one for 5. Pushing all the way up and then coming all the way down to the belly. Oh yeah, release. Taking the hands interlaced behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest. Shine the heart forwards. And release, place the hands down. Push through the arms, come back to a kneeling position. So from here, just taking the right arm across the body. Using the left hand to draw that right arm in, feeling the stretch all the way across the arm. And then release. Take the left arm across. I'm trying not to squash my microphone. And release. Placing the left hand down on the mat, sweep the right arm all the way up. Find that side stretch, but also hopefully getting a bit of a stretch all the way through the arm as well. Lifting the heart, the gaze up to the sky. Coming back around, placing right hand down, sweep left arm all the way up. And coming back to center, give the hands a bit of a shake out again. I'm going to take the left hand just stretch. Take that arm away and you can just gently pull the hand back. So we're just stretching through the wrist. So in yoga, we do a lot of work on our wrists. Super important to stretch. And then with the right arm, this is also a nice stretch for the fingers as well. And release. Awesome. Bring the hands to heart center, close off the eyes. Settle into the breath, into the body. And namaste. Thank you all so much for flowing with me today and strengthening and stretching your beautiful wings. Thank you as well for letting Simba be a part of your day. You can't see him on screen, but he's just sitting down here in front of me, all nice and snoozy because we went running this morning. I know it was maybe a bit hectic at the start of today's practice, but that's just because he's kind of getting used to it. But as we go forwards, he will be roaming around and you won't even notice him. So yeah, thank you so much. Make sure as well that you use all the little tips that I gave you and the drills that I gave you that you can like add into any workouts, any flows that you do. So take little nuggets of inspiration from these flows and use them in your other practices. Thank you so much for flowing with me. Please make sure you subscribe and I will see you again next week for another yoga flow. Bye bye.